You way. What's up? I hope this is coming through. I hope the day meet everyone in a good, positive attitude today. And I'm about to get started. Just want to make sure I can see everything that's going on. All right. Okay, guys. So today we have two versions that we're doing. Yeah, I have to do it that way. I'm going back and forth with this because I just got to deal with the way these guys are running the deal. You know, it's not your platform, so you just have to adapt and not complain because it doesn't help. You can negotiate, you know, things when you get enough leverage and power and all that good stuff, but complain won't fix nothing. Just keep that in mind. So I make adjustments. Let me see what I have here. Just give me a second. I'm going to get started, all right? Today is... Okay, this one I want to see. Excellent. Okay, so I have both. Yep. All right, so we have two versions. We have the vertical setup right here, and we have an overhead. So if I'm doing something that you would like to see the overhead version of it, and I'll let you know when I'm going to turn on the overhead cam, then you can swap over to the other link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up putting the link for the overhead, right, in the vertical. I think that's the way I'm supposed to do it. So let me back up, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to do this. Right? I think this is the right. Yep. It tells me that one is mobile and the other is thing. So I'm going to go into mobile, and I'm going to share this link. Okay, someone wants to see what I'm doing up close and personal, and I'll let you know when the overhead is happening. All right. So first things first, I want to unpack this here. If you have a question, this is where you come, learn to save money on these machines. The reason I kind of titled it, let me turn this off. The reason I kind of titled it like fixing versus prevention is because you have two different ways you can approach these things. Okay. Wait, I got the same one up. Hold on, I gotta back out. Give me a second. There are two ways you can approach this. Here we go. Right? You can either just wait until something breaks and then try to fix it. That's fine, right? If that's how you want to do it. Or you can do everything you can to prevent it. And a lot of the things that we do, let's say vehicles, to prevent stuff is that we take it on regular maintenance. You know, if we have let's say you have an AC system in your home, HVAC system, heating and air. If you want to prevent a very expensive repair job, then you take it to maintenance, right? And I was watching something like a couple of months ago, and I had like I had a reaction to it. It was a interview, and one of these Congress people was saying that the police was not there to prevent crime; they were there to solve crimes. And I was like, that's a silly thing to say, right? But then, because I was reacting. It was like a reacting moment. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's how you see it, but I think police presence will help prevent crimes that would have probably occurred if they weren't there. So I don't know if they were talking about the intention of a police or like a detective is there to solve crimes. Police patrol, I believe, honestly, is there to part to prevent crime and to make arrests, etc. So the same thing with service, and the same thing the way we go about life, right? Some of us will, like grazers, will graze and just kind of hope things go well and hope that nothing happens to us. And others are like hunters. We're going to go after our goals and we're going to attack things before it attacks us, kind of thing, right? So understanding that, I kind of changed. I never thought I would agree with this lady on stuff, but I understand that people see it different, right? And maybe she was just expressing how she saw police. So the way I see these things, repair, is that yes, I'm in the repair part of it, but I'm also in the prevention. So I have to also sell prevention. So anyway, this here little, this is my other, I have two knives on me. This little unit here just came back because, which is good. Hoover's good with this. What Hoover would do is if the unit cannot be repaired, and I think this was the same way, but Hoover, you need a receipt, right? If the unit cannot be repaired, let me take it off the counter. They will send a replacement over if it's under warranty. So that's a good thing to know, that you have good warranty. And that's, you should, when you're buying vacuums, you definitely want to check to see if your warranty, how does it work, right? How many months, shampoos, everything. How many months do I have? Also, if you're using it in a professional capacity, then you need to understand that if they know that that's what you're using it for, then the warranty is probably only 3 months. Even if it's a year warranty, a 2-year warranty on the paperwork, it's only going to be about 3 months. So keep that in mind, okay? All right? Because you're putting a residential machine through the works that it's not built to handle that kind of commercial traffic. Because commercial, you're doing 5 houses a day, 7 a day, whatever, right? And with the residential, you probably only vacuum once a day, once every 2 days, once a week, that kind of thing. So the warranty is kind of designed for regular use. Got it? So just keep that in mind. So you'll notice that you may buy the commercial version of a machine, and maybe you liked it so much because you had a residential version, and the commercial version, they're only giving you a 90-day warranty, and you're like, what the hell, man? I mean, the other one had a 5-year warranty. So keep that in mind, all right? Okay, so now, and certain repairs just cannot be avoided because it was a defect. All right? It was a manufacturer defect, and so that's not on you. That's not prevention type of things. But I'm going to work on the shark in a second, and I'm going to show you that certain things can be prevented. And it doesn't mean that you got to be a mechanic. You don't have to be a technician. You don't have to be a repair person. You don't even have to be mechanically inclined for a lot of the preventive work that you can do on these things. It's just that you just have to have your mind. Your mind just have to be geared to preventing this. And man, look, I saw this. Like sometimes you wake up there too early. Not too early. I wake up early all the time anyway. But you're up and you get on your phone, which some people tell you not to do, and then you scroll through something and you see something. And normally there's one thing or two that hits you that you're like, there was one that I saw, man, that actually I really liked. Hey. Oh man, that's a good quote, man. I'm gonna pin that to the top. Clarity Whisper. Hey, man, I love that. I remember you. I love that name. I'm gonna pin that quote to the top. Distraction can look like coping while eroding resilience. Holy cow. Nice. What's up, Jack? Man, it's going great, man. So I'm gonna see if you guys can hear this guy, man. He said something, and I think it's worth hearing. I want to unpack this thing, okay? Not pushing anything. I just wanted to, let me see if I can find this thing, because I really do think it was worth hearing, man. Golly, can I find it? Let's see. let's see if I can find it without going too far out. It was really cool, and it was something. Oh, not this guy. I had a couple that I saw. Hold on, but I love that quote there. The Whisperer. I love that quote, man. Holy cow! Can I find it? It was like early this morning. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, let's see. Gosh. Did I find that many? I found a lot. You know when you forward it to yourself so you don't forget? Maybe this is a thing for me to say. You know what? Maybe wait. Maybe you should get on these things. Damn. Alright, man. Maybe. Golly, I really like this one. I'll remember it. Eventually, I'll remember where I sent it. I'll remember where I sent it. I will. I'm gonna check one last place, and if it's not there, then I'm gonna continue with the show. I'm gonna check one last spot. And see if it's there. Let me see. Scroll. No. All right. Screw it. Oh, man. I woke up with a dream this morning, and I'm here thinking that I rented a vehicle and someone took it. And I'm waking up, and I'm ready to ask my wife. I said, who took did I rent a car? It was a burgundy van. This thing was so real. And listen, I don't know if anyone had, I'm sure everyone had one of them dreams already where it's so real. It was so real. I swore I rented a vehicle. It was parked in front of my shop, and someone just took it who normally comes to the business next door. And I was like, okay, he'll bring it back, right? I was like, what am I doing? So I went to ask the guy next door who's really, he got my back. So if something goes down, I mean, he's ready to go. But in the dream, he was like, well, I mean, you should have prevented it. And I was like, what are you saying? And I said, well, I mean, I was hoping that he'd call the guy and say, hey, man, call this guy, tell him to bring back the van. And so I should have known it was a dream because it's so unlike him. He wouldn't have done that. He would have gotten on the phone right away and said, "Hey man, bring back the van." But and I woke up out of that dream, man. Like, holy cow, man! I gotta check to see the rental. It's like, wait a second, am I dreaming? It was so bizarre, man. I haven't had one of those since I was a kid, one of those. It felt real. It felt so real. It was incredible. It was incredible. I don't even get it. Next door is let me see. I got a Mexican business next door, a barbershop next door to me, and the barbershop next door. He's been there as long as I have, so I knew that we know each other. We play golf and stuff. Play golf together. Went to his 50th birthday. All that stuff, dancing and having fun. So we know each other. We went to Top Golf together. Our families went together and stuff. So it's not one of those things where he would have just left me hanging. So that's why I should have noticed that. It had to have been a dream, man. It's like, come on, this is unlike him, right? But it was real to me, man. I don't know if you guys have had a dream that you felt was like real life. I can see why people say things like that, like we I don't know, when we go to sleep. I've heard this a few times, like we're switching we're switching place with somebody else, another dimension or some another whatever. And I can see why, because of those kind of dreams that feel like they're like you're living it for real. You know, teenage boys, they have those dreams and they wake up and they're like, hey, what the hell? They really thought they were, they were getting some, right? the body, the body react like it was really happening, So I don't know. I woke up, it was legit, man. I was like, man, I gotta go check that rental. Okay, so we got this guy up and running here. This is a Hoover Steam. I honestly thought they stopped making this. I'll be honest with you. I thought they just graduated to the new style. The new style, which is but I guess it's just an upgraded model, the XL. I can see the similarities between the two of them. I see the similarities, but I can. They both have their issues. These things they're never flawless. It's just what it is, man-made. It's not flawless. Just know your warranty. Okay, so this guy's getting a replacement. What happened with this one, I believe, the other one, is the fan got stuck, so the brushes weren't turning. It turned out a piece of the turbine, the body cracked, and it got wedged in the fan. But the fact of the matter is, the body is still cracked. The turbine is still cracked. So you're going to have air escaping. It's still not going to perform the same. The company decided, hey, we're going to send the guy a brand new one. So the strength of a good warranty is very effective. Don't just throw your machines away. Find a local place. Call these guys on the phone, and make sure you keep your warranty. A digital copy is best, because if you don't have a written copy of your warranty or something you can upload, you're out of luck. Okay? All right. Next up. And honestly, I have to give props to these guys because they're one of the few companies that still have local dealers that you can turn to. Okay? Because most of the other stuff is over the phone now. They'll even have you take a picture of it, have you walk around. A friend of mine was calling one of the companies, and they're like, well, we're going to send you the part and you can install it. I'm like, what? Holy cow, man. I mean, what are you talking about? So just like self-checkout, they're gonna have you fix your own stuff. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know why you guys heading down this road, The guy was like, so you want me to put it in myself? He was pissed. He was pissed, man. He was like, you want me to put it in myself? Wow. Okay, let's pull up the shark. And let's see who's in the house, man. Jack Vacs. Any interest in machine come to your shop this week? Jack, I got Rainbow came through. I got this filter queen that's haunting me, man. Nothing, basic stuff. I got this I have to look at and find out what the hell's happening. I have a feeling I know what's going on with this already. I have a feeling. I'm going to have to pull this camera back so you can see it better. And I'm going to go through the overhead on this end so you guys can see this better. Let me do this real quick. Overhead. Here we go. Let me turn this here. Right there is good. Okay, overhead. Let's click it. Get all my little wrappings out the way here. Let me see what else. I have a Ricard. We just finished working on a Ricard vacuum. Gosh, guys, give me 1 second. Monroe Vacuums, I can help you. This is Wayne. I'm great, Lisa. How are you doing? Yes, I'm open. Wow. Yeah, break. Yeah, probably not. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Oh, okay. You know what? If you, if you come now, it's a possibility I can try, but you'll have to just come back later, before I close. I couldn't just do it in 2 minutes type of thing. Yeah. I'll give it a try. Uh, okay. All right, we'll give it a shot. All right. Bye now. Okay. Okay, great. All righty. You, you're welcome. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. All right, guys. Let me see if I can move this back a little bit. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Let's see what we got. Maybe I can tilt it some. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on with this bad boy here. Okay. I'm gonna get my gloves. And let me plug this thing in and see what's happening. I know I'm definitely going to need my gloves for this. That is for sure. Let me see. Never seen that color. I know, right? Me neither. I never seen this color before. Well, I mean, you've seen the color. It's like an olive green, but not on a shark. I'm not sure I like the color on the shark vacuum. You know, but hey, you know, you buy it for decorations or you buy it for function, right? So, you know what I mean? I mean, what do you buy it for? All right, here we go. Let's see what's happening. Plug it in. All right. Guys, you know how many times I plug machines in and it kind of tripped my my breaker? You know what I should be doing? Because I have all these breakers at the house. I really should use a breaker. I should never plug this thing directly into my wall. I've done it before, knock out my internet, you know, stuff like that. So, look at that. I learn something every day. All right. I don't know why. I mean, I have breakers in the back, but for here, when I'm doing these little setup for this little mini makeshift studio thing, I should have a breaker for this. All right, let's see what it's doing. Well, all right, motor sounds fine, but I already see something going on with this, and I'm gonna tell you what it is, and you could probably see it. Some people can already see it. Let's take this off of here, okay? I'm gonna work on the head first. All right, and you know, I'm gonna clean this out and all that good stuff, right? You know, this is gonna need cleaning, okay? He's gonna need cleaning. You know what's funny? Out of all the things that can mess up a vacuum, people will be surprised how much a dirty filter can jack up your motor. Okay, it'll force your motor to. It's like putting a bag over someone's face and telling them to try to breathe. Yeah, it'll mess you up. All right, cost people money. And especially if you have pets and if the top filter is not filtering it right and all that stuff gets into here. I've seen like bristles and stuff and they have like hair and I'm like, you guys have never, ever cleaned that filter. You know, I can tell. And then a machine is coming in the shop and the motor is already burnt out. So anyway, I'm putting this to the side, this cleaned up, you know, we'll get this ready to go. But I think I know what the problem is without even anything else, all right? I'm gonna get to that right in a second. All right, and then also, you know, when you have one of these sharks, just make sure that if there's hair wrapped around this little thing, you just kind of get all this hair out of here because that'll stifle the machine also. All right, this is out of here. Here we go. And I think I know what the problem they're having right now. Let me, guys, give me 1 second. Sorry about this. Hey!
You want to put your open sign up?
You know what? I should have done that, right? You would think I would have done that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me wrap that around here. You're over there in the middle. Is that right?
Yep.
My memory is good. I didn't remember the sign, but I remember you. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. Right. So let me plug it in over here. All right. Hold on. Gotta go a little further. Oh, hey. All right. You ready? Go for it. Go. Sounds like a champ. Yep. Sounds like a champ. Sweet. All right. Let me get this up. Yeah. So at first I thought it was the brush. I said, all right. And it turned the brush, and I was like, no. This is something else. So it turned out it was that second. It was the first. Actually, it's the first motor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the very first motor. The second one inside the chamber was fine, but that first one was the
Yeah, and
was the kicker.
I forgot to say, hey, why don't you change out that belt, that lifetime belt?
Oh, the lifetime. Actually, I checked it. It was in good condition.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're not cheap, those belts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like $20-something, man, just for one belt.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but that I checked it out though. It's doing fine. Let me make sure I got you down here. Let's just put it real quick.
Yeah, it's gonna start raining or precipitation at 10 and
Yeah,
10 o'clock tonight. And
Well,
it's gonna be 28 degrees.
28 degrees. Ice.
I don't know how, it's something about how if it's warmer or cooler and the, clouds above, it like freezes or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Every time let me take off the patch for you, man. Let me see this.
All
Don't want to say that too loud.
Yeah, I'm good for it.
This right here up top. Say that too loud. You get this. Hey, you're not collecting that. These guys, man. And then they spend it on the crowd.
Yeah. Then they give it to somebody that.
Then they give it to somebody.
It pisses it away.
You know. But hey, Gary, everything is all set. You be safe out there, right?
Yep, sure
Yes,
will.
sir.
Thanks.
All righty.
I'm glad your sign was not true.
I'm glad you didn't turn around, man. Yeah.
Because I texted and I thought he said he was gonna be there. I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
and drive up, and the first thing I see is closed.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up soon because I have a few more that already told me they're coming in. I don't want to keep interrupting. Let's do this real quick. All right, so let me show you what I'm already seeing. Okay, you see this? So the idea, when I said prevention and versus fix, right? If people let this build up like this, okay? I saw this happen with the Rainbow. The Rainbow have two bolts, nuts at the end, the new ones. And the here got in between that, and it's probably not something a customer's gonna look for. But I see the damage that here can do and carpet fibers can do to these vacuums if it gets to the ends. And they don't sell this gear here, okay? This gear is not for sale. You would have to find this gear that turns this brush on some second-hand market, eBay or something like that. So it's definitely important that people prevent this gear from getting hot and hair to get inside here and melt it and all that stuff, okay? I've seen belts, because of the strain on this side, the belt is trying its hardest to turn this thing and it will burn itself right through the side here because it starts to lean towards, you know, it's like it's trying to turn, so it starts to kind of lean off and then it's spinning on that lean and then it burns right here and then it's shot. So you can prevent those things from happening by just simply taking these brushes out, okay? See if you have stuff inside of here. Just get these things out. You know, make sure this is still the little cross shape here. All right? And then getting your... Hey, Rudy, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Thank you for that, Jax. Yeah, thank you for sharing that too. And hopefully people realize that a lot of the guys who come in our chat, they're actually giving some good advice and good information if you get to read some of this stuff. Unfortunately, the chats don't survive the after the upload is over, then all that stuff is gone. So I'll repeat some of this great stuff here. What Jack Vac said is that he almost always replaces the shark filters after he washed them a few times. I would say do that with just about any filter you deal with. Even the Dyson filters that you just drop inside the top of the Dysons, replace them, right? You know, give it a 1 or 2 wash. The HEPA filters, I would say don't even wash the damn HEPA filters. It's paper, and the paper will just harden. And if you don't get all that dirt out first, if you don't find somewhere to bang it out or suck it out or whatever, then it'll harden, right? And then it's like mud. It's like it's going to be, you know, you won't even see it like that. It'll just make it hard for air to pass through. Okay? So if air is trying to blow out and it can't escape, it'll blow back to the motor. Okay? Anyway, so thanks Jack for giving us that. Okay? The vacuum that the guy picked up was a Riccar vacuum, double motor. I think it was the Brilliance Riccar vacuum. So I changed the fan on that. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's get this stuff off here. Okay, look at this. This is like a carpet. Okay, so prevention, they say, is better than cure, right? That's what they used to tell me, my people back in the day, from where I grew up. They said prevention is better than cure, and I believe it. But because we are human, and a lot of us will either ignore it, or we may not even know it, or care to know it, or don't have the time, or whatever reason it is, then you need the cure. You need people around that's gonna fix things, or you need to have the attitude of fixing things, or someone around you who know how to fix things, because it's just nature, human nature. All right. So prevention and cure is needed. Okay. It's a double whammy. It's a double-edged thing. It is what it is. Both are needed. Both are necessary. All right. Both are necessary. Let's see what we got. Okay. Is that something? Golly. Look at that. So we're gonna get that out the way. All right. Now we can put this back in. And snap this bad boy in. All right. Come on, buddy. There you go. Okay. Now, if you wash these, if you wash them, just, you know, get them to dry real good before you start using it. If you wash these felt brushes here. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna end up having to do some cosmetic stuff on these. I like to give it back, you know, remove some of the paints and stuff like that off the sides, and clean it up and all that. I'll check the suction again and make sure that we don't have any other problems with suction. But for now, let me just do another test on it, because all that stuff I'll do off camera, because I just get to work instead of boring you guys with this stuff. I do have a backpack that I wanted to share with you guys though, man. It has no power, and I was trying to find out what's happening, you know, why doesn't it have any power? I'm not sure if I have the time to do that. One of my commercial customers, they gave me 2 backpacks with the same problem to deal with. All right, let's see what we got. Look at that. You see what happened? Look, it's not moving. We got a problem. Let's try it again. It may not be a main problem. It may have been my problem. It may have been my problem. So what I just did is I turned it off, and I wanted to check to see if the roller was actually spinning. All right. Damn, you know what happened, guys? You know what happened? Let me not say what I think happened. Let me not say what I think happened. But I think I know what happened. But let me not say it yet. Let me do this one more time. I'm gonna put it in right, because I could be wrong. Let me do it one more time. I definitely could be wrong. Let's see. You notice that it's trying to spin? Jax? Yes. Jax, you're right. Jax, you're right. You're absolutely right. Look at what happened here. It got eaten out. Okay? It got eaten out. The inside looks fine. You see the cross, right? It looks fine, right? But it got stuck by this crap. Right? It couldn't move. But the motor wasn't stopping. What's good though is that it didn't burn through here. What it did though is burn through this. It ate away at the parts of the gear that kept it in place so it can keep turning. So instead of this, now it's like down to here. So the other one keeps turning, but it has nothing to grip, because it kept going while this wasn't moving, and eventually ate away at it, and then it kind of, let's imagine it shrinking like this, and now it's turning like that, and that's it. So this has to be replaced. That's the problem. Okay, so a little prevention would have avoided this. Yep. This thing here. A little prevention would have avoided this being eaten out like this. All right. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? No answer? Hey, Larry. Hey, Larry. Hey, guys. Larry's here. Listen, check out Larry's channel later on today when this storm hits our area. I don't know if the storm, hey Larry, is the storm in your area right now? Do you have anything in your area? Because I saw one of your videos from a few days back, or it's a few weeks back. It was like some heavy storm out there. I was the guy that was here just now said that I was gonna hit like tonight around 10 o'clock, and well, we're gonna get ice. And every time when we get ice, the ice gets so heavy on the power lines and the trees and all that stuff that we're expecting power outages already. So that's kind of how I'm prepping for this stuff. You know, it's just what it is. It's just what it is, you know. So we're prepping for this stuff. But yeah, man, it looks like this. All right, so I gotta see. Let me try to do the backpack real quick. Let me get that backpack. I'm actually curious. I'm wondering what. And honestly, guys, there's very few things that can go wrong. Backpacks are nice and easy and simple, just like shop vacs. It's when they get a lot of circuit board stuff going on, like the Bosch, I think. The Bosch type wet vac, dry vac, they have a whole filter mechanism attached to like a circuit board type PCB board. When those things, you know, then you have other complications. But when it comes to regular vacuums, you have a cord, you have a power switch, you have a motor. Basic stuff. So when you're trying to figure out where, you know, where the powers, you know, what's going on, it's not that difficult. The only time it gets difficult is like if, let's say you have a wiring, and somewhere in the wiring there's a cut, but you don't see it visibly. You know, you don't see it. That's when it becomes like, oh man, you know, what the hell's going on? It drives you nuts, right? Maybe you check the cord, and sometimes it touches, so it has continuity, but you don't realize that when you bend it, it breaks again. And so you test it, you think everything is good, and then you're like, you try to plug it in, it doesn't work, you know, stuff like that. That's the only kind of real complications to those things. And if you're trying to fix a motor, and you're not sure why the motor, you put new carbon brushes in, you're not sure why is this motor it's still not doing right, and it could be somewhere in the you know, something is disconnected, you can't see. Okay, so you just put a new motor in. But most problems are simple. So let me I gotta order this, get this out the way. I'm tired of seeing this guy. And let me see what's going on. Look at this. They vacuumed up a penny. Okay, penny was hanging in there. Let me see what one of these, you know, and I don't know. I may not get far. I may just get where I turned it on and it's not giving me power. Maybe that's all I get to do. But give me a second. Let me run and get it. All right, and then we'll see what the deal is. Okay. Give me a millisecond. Well, not a millisecond. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Gotta make sure I have my keys. Okay, here we go. Let me get my keys. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Well, we'll just pick one. We'll pick one, all right? We'll pick one of these. All right, and I'm gonna need an extension cord to test it. Good thing is, I have one. I have one hanging around here. And 1 second. Okay. I like backpacks. Have any one of you guys ever used a backpack? So yours is gonna go from Sunday into Monday, huh? Hey, what's up, Christopher? Hey, Christopher. No, wait. Is that right? Let me put my glasses on. I'm sorry, man. Give me, give me a second. I didn't see that name. Oh, wow. Krista, the owner of Vacuums and 9104. What's up? What's going on, man? Let me know if you guys ever actually used a vacuum. All right, but Larry said it got real cold last night around 7 o'clock. The big snow, strong start. Later today, looking at maybe like 8 to 14 inches. Holy crap, dude. Damn. You're in like Pennsylvania? Golly, man, that's like Canada stuff right there. They'll put is that what they did? They put the backpacks in mop buckets? Hey, that's creative, man. That's creative. That's creative. Okay. All right. So let's see. So here's what we have. Like some of these guys would have a female pigtail type, a female deal that goes. This opening here will go to the power nozzle. Not all of them come with this. Some of them this is blocked off. So this tells me that this person, they use it for for the floors also. Okay, the carpets, I mean. All right. Most backpacks are just hard floor cleaners. All right. Most of them are just to power clean hard floors and stuff like that. All right. So let's see. Yeah, some people like it, and others, others really just find it irritating and heavy and all that stuff to carry on their back. But some people really find it convenient, Wow, the ground is broken off in here. Well, that's something. Okay. All right. So we have to take care of that. Okay, so where would you check first? Where would you check first? I know what. Right now, the first place I would check, honestly, maybe I should wait. I'll wait for the answer. Larry, I didn't even see that section of the stream to see if you were commenting. There you are. What platform are you on? See, nobody is in the chat. Oh wow. Okay. Sorry, Larry. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me see. Yeah, the switch. Thank you, Jax. Let's do it. Let's see if Jack is correct. Jack is exactly right. And you know what the logic is? It's not even that this thing is broken. The logic is if it's supposed to if I'm trying to turn it on, right? Let's say it powered on, but I got no suction. Then I would then lead to either let's say I would take the hose off, right? Check my hose, right? Okay, hey, what's going on, right? Okay, the hose is clear. Okay, what's the next thing? If it turned on, then I'm gonna check here. Does this have suction? You see what I'm saying? Then I will go to the cause. I wouldn't go to the switch because it powers on. But if it doesn't power on, okay, then the first thing is the power switch doing its job, or is the cord doing its job? Now this cord I know works because I use it for something else. But you would check the cord even, you get your continuity check and check the cord, right? After the cord, I will go to the switch, okay? In this case, the switch is obvious, but even if you don't see damage on the switch, Jack's experience tell him that that's the first place to go to. So it's just problem solving and just understanding that. All right, now here, take a look at what we're looking at. You ready? You ready? Watch. Watch this. Who can tell why we don't have power? Can anyone tell me why we don't have power? You know, so something happened that yanked this stuff out. I'm probably going to go ahead and purchase a whole new setting here, and we don't have to do this anymore here. Okay, I'm just going to purchase a whole new one, and to be safe, I'm just going to purchase a whole new one of these two. You see what I'm saying? But let's go and at least verify we don't have any other issues. Okay? All right? Oh yeah, the carbon brushes too. If you find out that the switch works and you find out that the cord works, the next step is now you're going to lead towards the motor and see if your carbon brushes are intact, if they're not worn down, or if the commutator is, you know, not jacked up or something. But in this case, I just want to check to see if I actually get power from it at all. Let me put these things back in. Okay, let's put these back in. And then we can verify that. And but then I want to swap everything out. I don't want to deal with this. All right. So let me plug it in again. All right. Okay, it's off. All right. Let's turn it on. So, although I was able to restore the power, I honestly don't want to give it back like this. You get what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen is, one, I saw the issues and then I just act as if it's okay, and I don't want to do that, right? If you had to do a makeshift to get it back on the road and all that stuff, if you needed it right away, you needed it today, fine, do that, right? But yeah, you know, so I'm gonna get me a new wiring set and I'm gonna get me a new one. I think I already have a new. I have these already, and I'm just gonna get a new setup. You know, that's how I think I should approach this. Unless, of course, if it was like, man, Wayne, can you get this ready for me? Find out what's going on. I need to use it, and I'm like, all right, man, I got it, man. But we got to schedule it so we can swap this thing out eventually, and you know, that kind of thing. All right, guys. All right. So yeah, so we're back up and running with this one. So this one, you know, we know what we got to do now. I'm gonna leave this out. Put these in here because we know what we need to do. Okay. Nice and simple, right? Nice and simple, right? I found some jokes, man. I found some stuff I thought was so funny. I couldn't help myself, but let me not. I don't want people that can't. It's like, I can't handle it. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, there's some things that are just so funny out there, man. What do you do, man? Oh my gosh, what do you do? You know,
Somebody said to me.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm not gonna do that one. Nah, this one is funny. I'm gonna play it. This one is funny.
They said, you know, if women ran the world, there'd be no war. It's like, yeah, right. I'm sure no one would start a stupid fight for no reason if women ran the world. Yeah, hi, this is England. How come I'm being invaded? Oh, I think you know why. I saw the way you were looking at France.
That's old, man. I think that was Drew Carey, I think. That was an old one from, I think, some dinner thing. All right, one more. I'm gonna wrap it up in a second. Man, I like a good laugh, man. I like a good laugh. It's good for the soul. Okay, one more. One more. Plug in. Okay. We're probably going to end up doing the same thing. And I'm probably going to end up having to do the same thing. You know what? I have a feeling, I think these were both emergency repair setups. I think these were both emergency repair setups. Like there's some tape around the, there's some tape around this. And I'm gonna start where Jack said to start again. Same spot. I'm starting with the cord because we know that the, that's the cord. I'm starting with the switch because now if this switch checks out, then I would have to go further. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. The stuff came off. Okay, so I know what I'm gonna do along with that. What I'm gonna do along with the these are off the power switch. Along with that, I'm gonna wrap it. You see like how this is right here? You see like how this is kind of tight on here somehow? I'm gonna put some stuff around these ends. This one too. To kind of I don't know if I'll be able to do it with this one. Take a look. Because it has the double, you know. But I'm gonna have to find a way to seal these in a little better, the way this is sealed in. Because I guess because of the yanking and the pulling and the constant working on these things. Remember I said about commercial products? Commercial cleaners, they use it, you know, at how many times a day? So there's a lot more brutal kind of treatment to these things than a regular vacuum. So I'm going to try to help prevent. We're going to try to help prevent because knowing that that kind of wear is on it, I'm going to have to seal that stuff up tight. And I'm going to use maybe my way of getting around it is using a thicker, maybe not this thick, a thicker shrink, not this thick, but a shrink string to get over that double, because this is a double thing right here. This is a double, you know? So that means, see when I put this on, see that? So you put this on, I can seal this up, you know, but I can't probably seal this up. So I would have to get this off. Let me see if I can get it off real quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This don't have one of those things you can press to pull it out. So you just have to kind of pull this out. Here we go. I would have to get it over the whole thing. Is that something big enough to get over it and then bring it back up to seal it in here and then use the heat and then put one over this and then seal it up and make it really tight so it's not easy to yank out. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Anyway, guys, that's it. All right. If anyone have any questions, anyone passing it through, hit like on the videos, man. It helps, especially micro channels like mine. We do good things and we're able to solve problems, but it's not being, you know, pushed out for more people. So any little help would help. Anything can help when it comes to that. Thanks a lot. Let me see if I missed any chat or any questions. Okay. Jax. Okay. You got a Kirby 512 on your bench right now. That's cool, bro. Hell yeah, man. Damn, that's old school right there. That's old school, man. Damn, are you gonna polish it? If you're gonna polish it, Jax, damn, you can find my website, my webpage on my the splash page for the YouTube page, and I would love to get a picture of that, man. I would love to get a picture of that. If you're gonna polish it, put a nice little shine. I love seeing those old Kirby's shine up like that. Oh man, that's awesome. You know what? Let me see, what Kirby do I have here? The only Kirby I have here right now is a Centria. I have a Centria Kirby. A lady came in from the school, the local, the county, and they use the Royal. So she knows of Kirby. She knows of Kirby, and she was I guess the fan must have broke, and the school, they got rid of it or something. She said, because she said it was making like a real loud noise, and we couldn't stop the loud noise. And I'm like, oh man, it sounds like a fan, And I'm like, damn, they got rid of a Royal. Gosh, old school joint. I would have held on to that, I know a lot of the guys, the vacuum guys, the collectors, and all that stuff. They would have definitely hold on to one of those. But what's so awesome about the way the Kirby is set up and the Royal, those are old style designs that they've find a way to hold on to the design. And the design is really what make it clean the way it does. From the shape of the nozzle to the the fan being right in the front here, and this kind of suction cup style head is what gives it the kind of suction it has. Obviously the motor helps, of course, and the fan and everything, but that design alone makes a big difference in the cleaning. It could have just been a brush roll too. Yeah, I have a few questions for you. I'll send it in Facebook. Okay, all right, Larry, no sweat, buddy. No sweat. All right, guys, man, look, I am going to... it's up to you, Larry. It's up to you, man. It's up to you. I'm about to sign off, so maybe if it's going to require some detail, maybe the messenger is probably better. Okay? All right, Jax. Catch you later. One of my regulars come in, and he's a veteran, and the stuff conversations. It would probably be great for an episode, but he get real intense, so I think I'm gonna cut it off now. I think I'm gonna cut it off right now. I'll see you guys later. Okay, you guys stay positive and stay safe with this crazy weather. Stay safe, all right? And the rest of you guys, I'm gonna catch you. What's going on?
I ain't got time to tell you.
You don't got time to tell me?
Ain't no time.
I love your jacket there, bro.
Yeah,
You're looking smooth, man.
I have the pants go with it, but I lost so much weight I couldn't wear them.
Oh, okay. All right.